Welcome back to the channel. Snow Trucking. I'm Matt, and we did something that we don't do very often. We actually went over to the shipper's lot and we stayed here last night. Some on-site parking. Normally we kind of shut down early, find a spot at a truck stop, sleep, and then wake up early and get over to the places, but there's not a whole lot of places between where we delivered and Opelika, Alabama. So we decided to go straight to the shipper, and yeah, it looks like our appointment started 1 minute ago. Looks like some of the trucks beside us. Yeah, because we got here, we were like, yeah, it would be nice and peaceful. And then there was about 10 trucks that also had the same idea. So we're gonna go in, see if we can get a door and get loaded, and then start running. We made it through the gate, we got checked in. Apparently, we need to circle around the building, it's on the back side. Hey, where's the porta potty that they wouldn't let Liz use? Strange place. Never been turned away from a porta potty. Definitely from an office because, you know, truck drivers are subhuman. Okay. I was gonna say, speed bump. Sometimes early in the morning when it's really cold, the trailer does not like it. The ABS light pops on anytime it bounces or if you hit the brakes, but it goes away pretty quick. Alright, there's traffic coming down here. Need you guys to move. That Camry almost got some airtime. Stop before that hole. Yeah, apparently there's like 4 or 5 businesses at this large complex. Interesting. I imagine at one time it was one company, but I don't know what company. Well, this place is not very pleasant. Had a porta potty, wouldn't let Liz use it. They have a bathroom in here, wouldn't let her use it. Then, instead of taking down my pickup number, he was like, hey boss, I want you to move your truck. I was like, okay. So I had to move the truck before he would even entertain the idea of talking to us. Then he was out chatting with his friends inside, co-workers. And then finally decided to come back over. Then wanted us to slide the tandem, so you get lined up with the dock, go to slide the tandems, and somebody's waiting there impatiently with the forklift with the product ready to go on, saying, come on man. I'm like, you guys asked me to slide the tandems, that's what I'm doing. But luckily, I guess they are loading it really quickly, so hopefully we'll get out of here soon. But didn't tell us what to do after they have loaded us. I guess they're going to bring us paperwork, or maybe I got to go chase somebody down. Who knows? But be glad to get out of here. You know, sometimes, like Liz says, miserable people want to make you miserable too, and just have to not fall for the trap of matching their demeanor. We are loaded and rolling back through the complex. So I guess the only positive thing about this was they were quick. They were they were waiting while I slid the tandems and everything. I think I said that, mentioned that earlier, but I mean, they slammed it into the trailer as fast as they could. Good enough. You can hate load our trailer any day. It gets us out in like 20 minutes, whatever. So now we're gonna go down the streets and hit up the closest rest area or truck stop to use the restroom. And we're out of this state, heading over to Austin, Texas. So we don't need to stop for anything, right?
Nope.
Okay. Just stopped at Montgomery, TA. This place is a dump. Hardly anything was working. Stalls were down, transflow was down, no def. I'm surprised we actually even got fuel, but I guess they still want to make some money. Yeah. Place is a mess, but it had cheap fuel, so here we are.
We are in
Mobile.
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama, heading over to Austin. I'm going to drive today so Matt can get a 34 and across 10. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. What else?
We stopped here for a shower and ended
up
staying
yeah.
the whole time.
It was so late. Well, not so late. It was 1 o'clock when we were stopping here for a shower. It usually takes about an hour to shower because we don't like to rush. It's the upside of doing your own thing is you don't have somebody yelling at you for taking too long in the shower. So then it would have been like 2 by the time I was starting to drive, and places started to fill up really quick these days, so I decided to just go ahead and stay here, and then I leave out. It's about 3:30 in the morning.
There's also nothing worthwhile stopping on like 10.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. So this was definitely the best option in my opinion to go ahead and stop here, and then for me just leave out early, and we have enough time on this load for Matt to get a 34. We deliver tomorrow morning, and it's 600 something? Yeah, 617 to the actual delivery. So we'll probably stop short of that. There's a couple of truck stops, but there's not really a whole lot close to Austin. So we'll see. See where we stop, but that's the update. We made it to the Atchafalaya. That's how the GPS says it. I don't know if that's right. But the rest area that's in, well, it's not really in the middle. I don't know. It's on a super long bridge on 10 that has a really low truck speed limit and has pretty much no shoulder on most of it, so they can't really patrol it. So there's been a bunch of stuff about that in the last few years. Try how to enforce it. I don't know if they've really figured it out. But anyway, this is that rest area. We tried to stop at the Petro in Hammond, Louisiana, but it was packed. So packed, I couldn't even turn around to not be blindside on some of the spots that I saw. So we just said, we're just gonna keep going. So that puts us about 215 miles into the trip. So that works better than stopping at the rest areas that were closer to where we stopped last night. So we're gonna eat breakfast here, use the bathroom. I'll probably do a 30-minute break here, and we'll get down the road. Anyway, got us to the TA in, I think, Sealy, Texas, maybe. So now we're gonna hang out here until early tomorrow morning. We have 120 miles left. I don't know if that's super accurate because it wants to take us down the frontage road. But either way, got a couple hours left to get to our delivery tomorrow morning, but there's not a whole lot of anything between here and Austin, Texas. So we're gonna stay here. Nice little TA. Well, TA Express actually. So good thing we got here at 1 o'clock. Hit a little bit of traffic going through Houston, a little bit of rain, but pretty easy day other than that. Did 62 most of the way, got 9.5 and 10 both times that we stopped, which is pretty good. Trying to not just hammer down everywhere and get better fuel economy.
Alright, rolling up to the receiver. Just watched this other truck struggle to get in over here, so we're gonna take both lanes.
In 3/4 of a mile, arrive at 4300 Nixon Lane.
That's why it's a
on the
mess.
right.
Yep. Alright. Even going both lanes, it's still very narrow. Alright, so we made that turn. That's good. Just casually driving through a neighborhood to get this receiver. Is it?
So it sounds like we could have moved in a different direction.
Ah, nice. Guess I could have swung even farther, but felt like I took up most of the other lane already. Man, trash cans must get hit all the time. Oh, this is great. This is good stuff. Like a pitch black, narrow road.
So the draft number on the right, there's going to be a towing company right before our
Okay. School
In
bus.
1/4 mile, arrive at 4300 Nixon Lane on the right.
I think that other truck might be.
Not too many options down here. Alright, what do we got? Bullet towing. Welcome to Cary of Austin. That's not us. Where this guy turned?
Arriving
Austin.
at 4300 Nixon Lane on the right.
Alright, we're gonna take up the other lane again. It's kind of curved. See if we can not tear up the fence like our buddy in the last video. There's a lot of trucks here. There's a lot of trucks here. Alright, well we're gonna get checked in or figure out where to go, and I don't know, we'll pick up later. Went and talked to somebody inside, and apparently they're not like the last two places, which thought that we were insane for being here early. He said, yeah, they're kind of like loading up their trucks with the stuff to like get them going. And then once the area clears up, we're gonna go over there to the docks, back in, give our paperwork. They're gonna get us unloaded pretty quick, and then we're out of here. We're heading over to Laredo after this, and then Laredo to Ohio. Alright, took the initiative, went over and talked to the guys at the dock, because it looked like most of the trucks were clearing out. and just asked him if we're good to back up into a spot. He said he had one more truck. I was like, okay, so you want me to back up now? And he's like, yeah, no, that's fine. I was like, okay. So these other guys are waiting for something, but I couldn't move. Couldn't go forward from there, but there is this little cut through over here. The only issue is it's going to put us blindside, but there appears to be enough room, and or we can just make it work. So we're going to do that. Gonna kick the trailer over some. Without running over the stuff over here. Alright, let's go open these doors. Well, that was successful. It kind of did shift a little bit, but it wasn't like falling out or anything, so that was good. Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to move it over before I touch the dock. So let's give it a little S-turn. We'll turn this way. Oh yeah, that was wild.
So just back up slowly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not falling out, but it looks precarious.
They don't really have bumpers. Okay, so there's blue paint over here. I'm in between the lines. I don't think it really matters.
Probably should have stayed out there because they don't have bumpers. They probably have dock plates.
Yeah.
Which we know how it goes when you get. Is he motioning to keep backing up?
Yep.
Well, I'll probably go explore for a bathroom anyway.
Yeah, true. Alright, so straight ahead is where we came in. Over here to the right of these drop trailers is a Landstar truck, and then right beside them was the truck that was in front of us. Neither of them seemed to move at all or want to start moving or talk to people or anything like that, so I went ahead and took the initiative, and now it looks like Landstar's coming over here to dock. I kind of figured that was going to happen. The second that we took the initiative and got a door, everyone else was going to follow suit. I mean, I don't like jumping in front of people, but I also don't like sitting here when the dock was fully clear anyways. But they're coming in at it the easy way to back up. You know, we had to kind of make our own little path. It wasn't that bad. There was plenty of space, so I regret nothing. Actually, so it looks like the guy that was in front of us is doing a drop and hook. That's good. But this BCO next to us is coming in to back in. Looks like they're starting to unload us now. So should be pretty quick. We're still like 10 minutes before our actual like start of the appointment window. I think it was an appointment window. I don't know. It might have been 7:30 strict, but you know us. We like to get there early. Okay, so that was the guy that walked by. Well, the guy that was, I guess, sleeping here on the lots this morning, he got back in second. They did unload him first, which is perfectly fine, because he was here. It's 8:50, so they're not exactly going quick, but they're starting to actually unload us now, so I'm hoping that it won't be too much longer.
That was also not the guy who looked angry.
That was not the guy who looked injured.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, we're rolling out of here, 2.5 hours after our appointment time. I guess not the worst since they had a truck in front of us. Gotta release the trailer brakes. Alright, we're gonna get over here out of the way. Gonna shut the doors and then away we go to Laredo, the armpit of Texas. Well, we just got some fuel at a TA, yeah, it is TA. TA south of San Antonio. So we're making our way over to Laredo. I think we're gonna go find a parking spot and we're gonna switch here. There is a gigantic crater over here. Yeah, just trying to avoid it. Don't want to rip up the underside of the truck. Yeah, we're gonna switch here and probably start the next video because this chapter is done. We are done with this load. It didn't go too bad. Yeah, that place had a bathroom and they let us use it too, which is more than we can say about the first place. They had a bathroom. Actually, they had a porta potty and a bathroom. We just weren't allowed to use them. So I think we're going to end this video here. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.